Hey guys, welcome to Big Sister. If you're not aware of it, I am a little under the weather today. I have a cold. But as I'm here, I just wanted to share a couple things. And I want to say it's okay to choose yourself. It's okay to choose you. You may be someone who, for many years, you have lived for other people, what other people want, what they expect of you, and you've done that diligently, and all along you're feeling so empty inside because no one cares what you want. It's about what they want. You may have a friend who, whenever they need a listening ear, you are there to listen, but when it's your turn, they gotta go. They have to go. They're getting off the phone. You may be a person that you support someone in their endeavors and in their dreams and what they want, but when you want support, you get a lot of excuses of why they cannot be there. You may be that sibling, that child you're so considerate to your parents or parent, whatever your family dynamics are, and yet and still you're the one that gets dogged out, and the sibling that gives all the trouble and causes all the problems, they are being given all the consideration, and it seems like it's you against them. You may be the person that you're the one that's doing all the extra work, doing what you need to do at the job, and yet someone else gets promoted. But it's okay to choose yourself. You know, you may have had job opportunities, things that's come up that you have put on the back burner because you stayed for someone that you love. You gave it up. They gave you this ultimatum, or they made you feel as if you left to take the job, the relationship wouldn't work, or how much they needed you. And you let go of that opportunity, and now they're not showing any appreciation. They are gone back to treating you the way that they used to treat you. It's like you're left holding the bag. Nothing you do matter. They make it seem as if what you're doing is no big deal, but it is a big deal because there's not a lot of people that will probably tolerate and put up with them and what they're doing. And I want you to know that it's okay to choose yourself. It's okay to go and pamper yourself. It's okay to go, and you may not have the money to pamper yourself but if you do, go and do it. If you can treat yourself to a massage or getting just something you like, or a treat, or just going to a little place that you can sit down and look at the sky and look at the grass and look at the tree and just sit. If you are in a position where you can just go and order your favorite meal and snack, and don't feel guilty that you ate it all alone and nobody else was there with you, treat yourself. People make you feel it's selfish. You're always thinking about everyone. You're always bringing home food for everybody. But you don't get the same consideration. You cook for the whole house and they eat all the food and there's nothing left for you but strips and bones. You're not considered. So you can treat yourself. You can be selfish for yourself. That's healthy sometimes. Steal away and go get your ice cream and just eat it all by yourself in the car and throw everything away and come home with a smile. Go through the drive-thru and just don't buy everybody a meal. Buy yourself what you want and just eat, or go in a restaurant and eat all by yourself. Enjoy yourself. Take time away if you can and go to a hotel and just enjoy yourself and pamper yourself and choose yourself and go to the movies early by yourself and do what you want to do. Take the job opportunity if it comes. Tell no one about it. Just let it be a day that they think you're going to the store and just drive off. Send them a postcard from Italy. I'm in no way telling anyone to just abandon their families. But you know, some of you, you're at your wits' end and you're living your worst life and you're so unhappy and you're so miserable. But you have to understand that when it is clear that they are not looking out for you and these individuals are not going to take care of you and they don't care, and you have cried and you have pleaded and you have whined and you have bellyached and you have done some off the rail stuff, and they're still doing the same thing, you have to take care of you, my friend. And I'm not telling anyone to just up and abandon life and home, leave the campfire barely burning. I'm not telling you that. Use discretion now. But sometimes you have to take that leap of faith, because sometimes you're so afraid because you've been programmed to be fearful and to believe you're not good enough and you're not capable. But I want you to see what you can do. If you have a job opportunity, take it and go. Do you know how many jobs that they offer all the time that you can just go live overseas? They're like contract jobs and they're normally like 3 years and you renew again. If you're in a position to do that, get up out of Dodge. Just do it. And when you're looking for these jobs, don't tell anybody what you're doing. Because when you tell them what you're doing, they get to sabotage you. Take a job in Italy. There are many jobs. You're IT tech. You may be a cook. They have jobs for every level. I always tell people I'm not advertising. I'm not getting any sponsorships. But you go on things, you register online. If you want to do a federal job, they have a site called usajobs.gov. You register and you just start looking. You upload your resume, or you can build a resume. All this stuff. They will take you. If you want stability and you're in right now, the economy is wild and crazy, you get a federal job, you get in no matter what level it is. Once you get in and have a government job, you're pretty much set for life. You have to screw up big time to get fired. So let's say that you qualify for like a higher job, a higher paying job or something, but they don't have that available right now. If you take a job, just like maybe some clerical job or something else that they may have, what you're going to find is you are in, and now you could apply for other positions, you see. And also they may have all the jobs that's visible only to those who are already federal employees. So give these things a shot, guys. Don't limit yourself. It may be school, it may be something else. Maybe it's just a move. Maybe you're set, but you've been living in your zip code on the block and you're going through things. You could have a person you have a child with and they're giving you hell. Choose yourself. I'm not saying not to take care of your child, but sometimes, guy, you had a baby with a giraffe. Sometimes, guy, you made the mistake. You didn't look at her character. And now she's knuckling about and hopping over the fence with hooks and giving you hell just because. You had a baby with a guy and he's behaving like a hyena. That's why you got to be careful who you have a child with. It's not the child's fault. But you have to understand, especially with men, that child has no control over anything, but she does. And if she's playing games, and if you're in a state that you are losing it, and you feel like you're going to do something crazy, before you do something crazy and be behind bars, just move. Just disappear. But take care of your obligations as a father. That means yes, you should pay child support. I know there's people who don't like it, but it's a responsibility. You do what you need to do and keep distance. And every birthday, you keep a card for your child and you put it in your box and you put your little letters and you put whatever. Little things that maybe one day if that child wants to know you, you can present them and say, I've always been here, but this was the circumstances. Some people may not agree with me, but I'm telling you, before you end up taking the life of a person, the life of a child, or your own life because you have a woman who's being absolutely wicked and evil, Just go away. Get away from that person and recoup and revamp and get the help that you need and do the best you can be to be a dad from a distance. Some ladies, you're dating someone, he's acting like a zebra. Sometimes you have to take care of your child. If you have custody of your child, just take care of your child. Don't get into anything with them. Don't poke the bear. Don't do all of that. If he pays child support, great. If he does not, sometimes, guys, you can be dealing with a man who's absolutely dangerous. And the best thing you can do is take care of yourself. I understand that it's kind of like a flip side to it. Because with women, it's different. That man, if you have the child, that man can he's the provider. You're the one that normally have custody of your children. So there's certain men whose character is of such he will do something to hurt and harm your child if he feels that you're getting more than you need or whatever the case is. And the best thing you can do, ladies, is not trying to chase him down and force him and all these different things. If he doesn't do the right thing, then you create your distance and you do what you need to do. Fortunately, there's just so much more that happens with women because then he's like, oh, I want my child. But if you meet that guy that doesn't want anything to do with his child and he disappears and all of that, you have a lot of decisions to think about. Because if he's a dangerous person and he's someone, sometimes your best bet is to move on with your life and put yourself in a position to be able to take care of your child. Because sometimes when you are going after this guy, he come out and take you out and take that child out. He come and say he's picking up the baby. Oh yeah, I want to be with the baby. And I'm sure you've read enough to know how some people will do, because their character will show you. You're going to know based on that man what you can and cannot do. But I'm saying choose yourself and choose your peace. I know I veered off a little bit, but the fact, what I'm saying to you guys is choose yourself. Treat yourself nicely. If everyone else is treating you badly and you're carrying the burden for everybody and you're not treating yourself well, what hope is there? A lot of times people end up doing the unthinkable to others or to themselves because they just didn't do this thing. They didn't realize that they can cut the cord. They didn't realize that they can create distance. They didn't realize that despite the fact that you share blood and DNA with a person, if they're harming you mentally, emotionally, physically, sabotaging you, keeping you in a place where you're having crazy thoughts, you can step away. I understand it may not be so easy in every country or parts of the world. There are parts of the world where it is tradition and this is what you do and it is culture. So you cannot really escape. And I don't know. What do I say to that? I really don't know. But I will say that even in that, there has to be something, just a moment, something that you can do that you like just for a moment. But there are other people who have plenty of opportunities, but you're just stuck. You don't want to do anything. But it's okay to choose yourself. It's okay to do something for you. You're always doing for everybody else. It's okay. It's okay to say no. I can't make it sometimes. It's okay to say no. I can't do that. And if you're not strong enough to say no, don't answer the phone. Disappear until you get strong enough to be able to say no. Choose you. It's not about being selfish. But sometimes it's what you need. You need that boost. You'd be surprised with sitting down somewhere by yourself and just eating your favorite ice cream, or sitting somewhere eating your favorite meal, or watching a movie, or just going somewhere where you could literally go and just sleep. You just check in and sleep, or check in and sit in your bed and get room service and watch what you want to watch on TV, and then that's it. You're just fine. No one, oh, where are you? You should be here. You're normally the one that's cutting up the greens. We need you here. Where are you? You normally show up for Sunday dinner. Well, no, I'm not going to be there. You don't explain. You're just not there. And you're going to see when you start to do that, you're going to feel so good. And then you'll be strong enough eventually. You will find that you will have almost an autonomous resilience that's going to kick in, and you're going to be able to make better choices and do make even more bold moves and stand up for yourself and speak out. Choose yourself. Choose you. All right, guys. Bye bye.